Hey everyone, this is Manly Badass Hero, and welcome back to No, I'm Not a Human. Previously we did a full playthrough of the game, getting one ending, and in this video we're going to go through, get some various secrets, go for the various guests and most interesting events, and get the remaining endings of this game. Quick note, if you actually do want to see an in-depth playthrough, check out part 1. This video is going to be skipping around just to the secrets and events and the endings. So one of you, I did not get my last playthrough, is this one. Because you're always guaranteed to be the visitor. That goes right back to the demo. I hope this all ends soon. How did you lose your house? I remember it like it was yesterday. I had just gotten fired. All I wanted was to go home, climb into bed and cry my eyes out. But when I got there, I saw a bunch of boots. I thought maybe my roommate had some friends over or something, you know? So I went up to her room to find out what she was up to. But as I got closer, I started hearing a strange sound. It kind of freaked me out, but I decided to take a peek, quiet-like, and see what was going on in there. I was only able to catch a brief glimpse of my roommate lying motionless on the bed when suddenly, some grubby guy grabbed me from behind and said, "You can't go in there, she's not well." Come have a seat in the kitchen. Then he quickly pulled me away and set me down at the table. I wanted to leave, but I was paralyzed by fear. Then, I need to lie down. My stomach is doing some somersaults. Alright, let's talk to you again. What happened next, back at your house? After the man set me down at the kitchen table, some huge guy came out from around the corner and blocked the exit. He started talking loudly of the guy who grabbed me before. They were acting like I wasn't even there, and then they started to touch me, first my arms and my shoulders. In the background, I heard cheers and laughter that seemed to come from my room. It sounded like there was a whole crowd of men in there. I couldn't breathe. My heart felt like I was about to explode on my chest. I wanted to scream or call for help, but my voice was lost in a sea of panic. I couldn't even make a sound. I just sat there frozen, useless, like a deer in headlights. But then the big guy went to the fridge to get something. I realized that was my chance. I sprinted for the exit. It was like the fear gave me strength. I just ran and ran. I ran and never looked back. Well, I did until my legs gave out and I collapsed. Why didn't the sun burn you up? I don't remember. I must have spent the whole night just lying there on the ground and then... That's odd. I could have sworn I remembered everything that happened to me that day. Hang on, you don't think I might be a visitor? No, that can't be true. I remember my whole life. My childhood, my mom and dad. No. I'm not a visitor, right? Right? Tell me I'm not a visitor. You seem like a visitor. Why would you say that? I'm even more scared. I don't want to die. I don't. I guess we're all going to die. Yep. Except me. Do you have any more dialogue? Are you okay? Don't come any closer! Sorry, I thought you were going to kill me. If I wanted to kill you, we did it a long time ago. Sorry, I'm really on edge. I have no idea who I can trust. And what if you're a visitor? Will you kill me? Skin me alive. Peel it away. Please, no, just kill me quickly and painlessly. I don't want to die in agony, please. I'm not going to kill you. How can I be sure? I haven't checked your teeth or your eyes. We're all going to die. It's just a matter of whether the visitors or the sun gets us first. There's no hope left. Death is coming for us no matter what we do. I want to be alone. I feel like most people are just not going to let you in or going to take you out right away. So I feel like your dialogue's kind of rare in a weird way. What's wrong with you? The visitors are coming for us. Can you hear it? Death is calling. Visitor human, what's the difference? We're all the same when we're dead. So why torture ourselves by waiting? Let them come. They want what's best for us. Let the visitors come. You don't seem well. No, I've seen the light. I am a visitor. We are as one of the humans' reflections mirrors. One and the same. Together we shall welcome death. You hear how crazy you sound? No, you don't understand anything. The end is nigh. The Sun heralds the final approach. We'll meet soon, very soon. I can actually leave you alone. Oh, hello. The heat doesn't bother me. I'm just looking for a quiet place to rest. Might I find some peace in your home? Who are you? It doesn't matter anymore. Are you wondering if I'm a visitor? I'm not. But I do have a request. I'll ask you later. I'm not sure I can trust you with it yet. Take off your jacket. No. You don't have to let me in. I'll leave. I won't beg. I won't bother you any longer. Come in. Thank you. Ceiling's a bit low, but it's fine. This is going to work out. I want to get to your story. Oh yeah, he died. If only there was a little warmth. You keeping the jacket on? Yes, there's one thought that frightens me. What happens if I take it off? I can't get warm even in the heat. If I remove the jacket, will I die from the cold? Or worse, remain alive and feeling colder? Aren't you sweating under it? No. The body sweats to cool itself, but I don't think I can get any colder. Okay, let's continue your conversation. Any ideas of what to do about your temperature? I don't believe I can change this. A hot bath only burns me. I don't feel any warmer. You know, I thought a minute for. Picture deep space, vast and frozen. Galaxies are born, stars collapse, and I just observe. I'll never feel the heat of the sun, or the warmth of an embrace. Since neither space nor society need me. Eyes. Now eyes are winter to hell, not to the soul. My soul burned out long ago. Yes, one was so cold. Your eyes are kind of funny. Narrow pupils? Probably because the cold is tight in my skin. Shame the sun still burns me like everyone else. At least my flesh was as warm as a chart. Okay, more dialogue, if only just a little warmth. You said you had something to reveal when we met. What was it? I'm not sure what to talk about right now. Something has been on my mind for a long time. Might be why I feel so cold. I'm loath to bring it up, but it might just consume me if I don't. I'll tell you tomorrow. I think I'll be ready then. Okay. So what are you hiding? Yes, I wanted to share a secret. I think I'm ready. It usually ends badly, but maybe not this time. Under these clothes is, I believe, the reason for my cold and loneliness both. Look. Whoa! No, not again. What did you do? I didn't mean to. I thought it'd be different here. It never is. I didn't want this. I swear I didn't. I can shoot? Kick them out. Maybe that's for the best. No more cold, no more loneliness. You were technically a visitor also. To be fair. He's not asleep. He should be. Are you lost? The doors all look the same in the dark. I need the kitchen light, but there's a different echo resounding here. I heard the floorboards creaking from the outside. That means someone's waiting. What are you looking for? Wrong smell, wrong voice. Sorry, this house is wrong. What was that? What a dumb question. You open door, ask yourself what for. What am I for? It's all same to me. Place is place. Said go here, so went here. Don't want nothing, not you. What matters is you keep place comfy for Kitty, the rest, who care? Are you even human? And you? What is left in you? What does make me more worse? Who sent you here? You did what needed. Why know about rest? Fine. Someone sent me, but didn't say what next. How long do you plan to stay here? Until they come for me. What else I to do, I don't know. They told me thing. Now I wait until tell me more. And who tells you what to do? Who are you waiting for? Why haven't you killed me? You are small dumb, you know that. Same thing. Every day. I tell you. They didn't say. I wait. Why you wait? Good question, or I'm not waiting. Good question. My question. You like. Why? Answer. always ignoring questions, just like him. Pull out gun. I love dance. I show you. Shoot and watch. Shooter. Whoa! Ta-da. You try one more. Shoot. La-dee-dee-dee. I stand close, and yet, you shoot with eye closed, or you just big dumb. Tra-la-la-la-la. I tire now. I rot away is faster. So that's the full story for the ballerina. I'm pretty sure she's always a visitor. So, but you do always want the cat. Like, there's no reason not to get the cat. So you just need to take her in and just, as like the deaf guy says, do with her what you will. So if you fully do the man with the zipped up mouth, he gave me his number, so I'm gonna do this one. Because I think this is the finale of his story. Please note there is currently no way to get out to our country by plane or train. How can I help you? I need to send tourists back home. Best wait until flights are permitted again. Ferries are running, but it's not safe. The risk of night typhoons is too high. Plus, the water reflects the sun onto the ships, and the crew can't handle being out there for long. Hey, he's living with me now. Maybe you could take him in? We don't have any hotels for him to stay in. There's nothing we can do. We're trying to fix the problem, but he's not the only one stuck like this. He doesn't even speak our language. Listen, our staff are swamped. You might have heard that embassy budget's got cut hard. We're doing everything we can. Oh wow, you guys are such heroes. Don't like how we handle things? Do it yourself. Go to crossing the border of those visitor checks in the midday heat. Go fuck yourself. Stay safe travels. Do hope you get the urge to travel sometime. Be more than happy to help you then. You're screwed, buddy. What do you mean? I saw TV in your room. Can I watch cartoons? Also, maybe you could invite my friend over, please? I think this is her phone number, 624-632. When the grown-ups invite her, they let her come. But if it's me, they just tell me off. Your dad might not be coming for you. I don't know what happened to him. Are you saying he's not coming? Well, why would you say that? What did he look like last time you saw him? He was good. They hit him, so I don't remember. Sure, yeah, I bet your dad's on the wave now. That's what I thought. You notice the girl is spacing out. She's clearly thinking about something else. But is it worth it to ruin her life? Can she withstand such a blow? You decide she has enough on her plate right now. There's no reason to make things even more unbearable for her. Hello? So this is the number you get from keeping the girl long enough? Hi, may I speak with your daughter? What, is something wrong? There's a girl here. Her father died. Was he a visitor too? What do you mean too? No, and some nut jobs just burn him alive for no reason. Nobody just burns people for no reason. So he was a visitor, just like our little girl. They burned her too. Right there at her kindergarten. I cried at first. I wanted to kill myself. I couldn't live without her. But my husband helped me get through it. You'll get through this too. And so will that little girl. You understand? Everything happens for a reason. If they burn her father, then it was meant to be. And crying won't change a thing. Please tell her that. Goodbye. Damn! So the events of that actually is alluded to in, with one of the other survivors. You know, I never got this ending. I'm just gonna say I'm alone. Yes, I'm alone. I know you're alone. I just want to see if you'd lie or not. I'll let myself in. Oh my god, there's an actual cutscene. Even days later, the house remains empty, like my soul. Everyone avoids it like a dark omen. More rumors swirl than the number of those who ever called it home. The house, just like the final traces of its owner, has been lost to time. No relatives ever come to collect what was left behind. The homeowner simply vanished as if they had never existed at all. Everything that belonged to them is lost, worn away, or forgotten. Why do people disappear so completely? Once death finds you, the proof you ever existed begins to fade almost immediately. Belongings, creations, thoughts, memories, emotions, all dissolve into the void. There's no more you, only nothingness. As if you were never a part of this world to begin with. Support up, things only get worse from here, but I have to try. I have to defend myself any way I can. The world's cursed, but maybe there's still a chance to survive. You make your way down to the cellar with the other survivors. It's cooler down here, but the air still feels heavy with unease. If you ration carefully, your food store should last for a month or two. You seal the door. No one will be able to get in now. You keep track of the days by marking the cellar wall. Waiting for the end drags on for nearly 2 months. Some hope the sun will finally burn the ground to ash or feign a darkness. Others seek the end of on their own terms. Praying out the inevitable is more painful than a swift end. No one envies the living. One day you catch an announcement on the radio. Solar activity is fading. Scientists predict that in a couple of days, we will be safe to go outside during daylight hours in a few days' time. You feel disappointment. Really? Kind of fits the theme of the game in a way. You realize you'll live through this year after all. But then what? Will next summer be the last? The thought of waiting for the end is a suffocating burden. But at least one of the others seems happy. Who knows, maybe there's still a decade left ahead of you. The basement. To get rid of the survivors, you make your way down into the cellar. Well, I know everyone was human at least. It's cooler down here, but the air still feels heavy with unease. If you ration carefully, your food store should last for a month or two. You seal the door. No one will be able to get in now. You keep track of the days by marking the cellar wall. The wait for the end drags on for nearly 2 months. The sun isn't the only threat looming overhead. Trust fades. Paranoia grows sharper by the day. You feel the stares. Cold, calculating, alien. The fear of death has paralyzed you. It's all about to end. Escape doesn't even cross your mind. There's nowhere left to run. Terror blinds you. It wasn't just humans you let into your home. They tear you apart. Darkness floods your vision. Pain sears through your body. A small lonely house takes shape in your mind. You hope it will be over soon. It's hard to hold on to. The pain fades as you slip further away. Welcome me. Let's not waste time. I'll fill my flock. Yeah, they're still alive. Thank you for all you've done. I'm sure you're tired too. From the noise, these oppressive times, the confusion. Death spoke to me not long ago. She hopes to meet you when the time comes. She may offer you a place to hide from everything, even from the end itself. I'm not sure myself what that means yet, but it does sound tempting, yes. Death no longer speaks to me. So that's how the world ends. Not with a bang, but a whimper. Oh, but everything's just fine with you, isn't it? Your flock are fine. Yes, that's all as it should be. Her gaze still rests upon us. I shan't linger. I'll be moving on now. So what's the deal with this death of yours? The day of her arrival is nigh. I can feel it. Yes. It's of no consequence if we don't fully understand what we here summon. What truly matters is this. We are all tired. Yet the thought of eternal nothingness terrifies us. The concept of an afterlife is but a hollow dream promised by false religions. The cycle of rebirth, little more than endless torment with short breaks between. But death herself, she might spare us from the most terrible fate of all, the void. We have no choice but to keep calling her. This isn't a daycare. Were they truly bothering you so much? Or perhaps peace is not what you yearn for after all. I take my leave with gratitude, regardless. As a token of gratitude, I could offer you salvation. Join in our rite and find peace. Come, brother. Hold our hands as we march toward death. I have long wanted to find peace. I'm coming with you. I rejoice that you have joined us, brother. Truly, death did not choose you in vain. Today, brothers, we find our salvation. First, we shall tend to our preparations. Then we wait. Behold, the infernal luminescence dulls. The time of violence has passed, and we usher in a new age of tranquility. The time for worry is over. My flock will starve, suffering of its feed. We give names to the dead so that we know their death was not in vain. They will be taken just like us. That is how we shrouded Ulun? That is his name now. We too will receive names. This is it. The time has come. Brothers, let us call upon her. We are ready. Fear and corruption of her word kept us from her embrace. Not to pass into nothingness, but to return into death. We surrender our bodies unto death's embrace, to find peace in what lies beyond. Long ago this knowledge dwelt upon the earth, but the great extinction claimed more than lives alone. But now we walk the path in the ways of old. She shall cradle us all. None shall be forsaken. Even death herself shall ascend. Do you feel it? She is here. A voice echoes in the air, its owner unclear. You appeared from nowhere, drawing eyes upon yourself. We must act now. Some doors are best left closed. Come, I will hide you. I shall return you to where you were always meant to be. The house. I will grant you peace. Just as humanity has always longed for. You were never meant to survive the madness of the cosmos. I will preserve your memory. What? What is this? This can't be happening. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. Hello. Your contribution to the emergency response efforts has been noted. We need people like you. Join us. Why me? You're resourceful, proactive. That's exactly what we need. Recruits help us spot what we might miss ourselves. And right now, we need new people. I'm ready. Good. Take only what's essential. Housing will be provided. There's no point coming back here. Not anytime soon, at least. We're waiting for you. This is kind of a good ending in a way, right? You feel disorientated. Is this how FEMA usually recruits people? This is a big organization. You'll probably have to deal with a lot of people. There's no telling when they'll let you go home. Sounds like you'll be working long shifts. How dangerous is this job anyway? Whisking people away and hiring them on the spot. It's so strange. Is the turnover really that bad? Why else recruit so aggressively? It's not even clear what the work will be. Escorting people to quarantine zones? And then what? You don't know what's become of your home. Nor what happened to those who lived with you. You get the feeling you won't ever be going back to your old life. From the briefings, it becomes clear that the job wasn't designed with long-term survival in mind. Your only regret is not bringing the poster with you. Show ears. Ears? The fuck you mean ears? That's no goddamn visitor sign. Think I'm some kind of idiot? You really think I'd fall for that? You're fucking dead, smartass. Let's go, buddy. You hear a madman behind the door, spitting fierce words of raw aggression. You can only wait, hoping nothing will happen. The haze of rage in the eyes of an armed man is more terrifying than any visitor. You hear his shallow wheezing. Bastard, he got me. And how many more has he slaughtered? How many has he burned? But he'd drag it out since I didn't go down easy. What about the others? He's gone quiet. You should probably check he's actually. Ooh, you went down. Because of scum like you, so many are dead. People like you killed my friend. And people like you will never let anybody live in peace. What? You think no one will fight back? These minds, damned by insanity. And now I've lost everything, but you still have something left to lose. I'll crush you! What, lose his face? I'll drive you deep into the ground. I'll drown everything in your blood. Every bastard with a weapon in their hands dies today. Every last one. I wasn't planning to drop by, but I had a vision. Something strange is happening here. When I look at your house, a certain passage comes to mind. Like when you face something so dark that you don't want anything anymore. The cold earth watches you. Did you do something? I killed everyone in here. I killed visitors. How else am I supposed to survive? No. Something's definitely wrong. Wait. I see it now. You are too scared. Oh goodness. Your fear has blinded you. I don't think I can fix what comes next. I'm so sorry. What comes next? Dying is terrifying. I know that well. The dread alone can drive you mad. It pushes you toward terrible choices. I can see the plans they had laid out for you. Yet seeing what lay ahead only made things worse. What was it that scared you so? Pain? Fading away? You can't stop it. Sooner or later. But you chose sooner. I'm truly sorry. They threw you out onto the street. Unarmed, bloodied. You have no strength left to crawl away from the sunlight. No way to end your suffering on your own terms. You'll burn, slowly. And there's no one left to blame. Unless... Well, hello there, dear boy. Who are you? Oh, I'm just an old cute who knows a thing or two about mushrooms. Okay! But never mind me right now. Vasilium told me something very troubling, oh yes. The Mushroom Festival is upon us. And time, my dear boy, is slipping through our fingers. So please listen carefully and heed my words well. Vasilium? Yes, I know it's hard for ordinary folks to understand. They speak in their own strange way. Mycelium is how mushrooms talk to one another. I learned to hear them by studying the Book of Smiles, but what they told me last, well, let's say it's not good. They spoke of the Mushroom Festival drawing near, and that, my dear boy, is no good at all. Oh, no. The Mushroom Festival? Oh, my dear boy, we must consult the Book of Smiles for that. A great mushroom up shall rise, and scatter its spores far and wide. Its shadow shall spread and swallow the sun, and not a single place will be spared the fun. But this mushroom shall not rise alone, for it's a festival, it is known. Golly, we can't allow that to happen. We must stop it. Together, my boy. I tore some pages from the Book of Smiles. Please take them. They'll tell you what to do. Alright, I'll take the damn pages from the Book of Smiles. There's a good lad. Give them a read when you have a quiet moment, won't you? Now then, I must be off. I'll be back once you've got everything sorted, so get a wiggle on. I bid you good day, good health, great joy, and plenty of smiles, my dear boy. Toodaloo. That was interesting. Today the world was built anew, and the basement mushroom grew. It towered high and time is nigh, to eat it whole if one would try. To welcome guests is not for strong, the mushroom stands tall and long. On a tree of apple can you rest, she'll feed you of her sweet fruits best. The day will come when one must kneel before the mushroom's mighty peel. While on the clock the hand shall climb, make haste, my friend, there is no time. There's mushrooms here. I'll put in the fridge, even though I kind of want to eat it right now. What a weird mushroom. How did it even grow in a potato? Oh, there is an apple. Ate the apple, sweet and sour at the same time. Say the 12 just like the Book of Smiles says. There you are again, my boy. I'm glad to see you did everything the Book of Smiles asked of you. I sure hope it was enough to stop the festival. How can you tell? Why, the mycelium told me. It knows oh so many things, but now too is in danger, like just like the rest of us. The mushrooms have been growing too fast. How exactly do our actions stop the festival? We performed an old ritual, my dear boy. We can't speak to the mushrooms directly. No. We are not part of the mycelium. But the Book of Smiles showed us a way to calm their roots and restless growth. And well, that's just what we did. I'll be back when the time is right. We'll make sure the mushrooms stay small and stop the festival from ever beginning. Just remember, the mushrooms aren't always what they seem. This isn't goodbye, dear boy. I think it might be goodbye. Seems like the festival's still coming after all. There's so much chaos within the museum that the ritual was just darn didn't work. Why didn't it work? Something's gone cuckoo inside the mycelium. When too much malice built up in its friend, is when gosh darn clogs everything up it does. The mushroom's like a liver trying to purge the body of poison. But lately it's been so much malice the mushroom has grown beyond all bounds. I didn't want to do this, but I think we'll have to journey to the Mushroom Land. Mushroom Land? Oh, how wrong you are, dear boy. It's a scary place that no man has ever been to. Truth be told, it'd be better that way. But alas, we have no choice. We must stop the festival no matter what. You ready to go with me to Mushroom Land? Yes. Oh, that's the spirit, my boy. Gather your things and... Hold on one gosh darn second. Let me see your watch. Midnight! Oh goodness me, we're late. Come along now, lickety split. Before the gate to the Mushroom Land closes. Let's go! Let's go! To the mushroom. Mushrooms are something else, you know. Oh, they can grow very fast when things go bad. They can grow up, and as fast as a beanstalk right before your very eyes. Makes you wonder what will become of them once the clock strikes midnight, And the bigger the mushrooms, the more clumps of malice gather in the mycelium. Well, the cap could cover the whole earth. Until there's nothing left. And now, dear boy, the mycelium must find a way to unleash all that rage. Is that what the visitors are? Fiddlesticks, our ritual is supposed to calm it down. The apple seeds were meant to remind it of the bond between humans and mushrooms. Yes, because that makes sense. But it seems the mycelium's gone cuckoo now, blinded by the fury trapped within its threads. Threads, rather. Mushroomland is out there somewhere. Quickly, my dear boy, we have to stop the mycelium before the mushroom grows too large. Follow me, lickety-split. Underground we go. I can't tell if this is a real thing happening or not. Fiddlesticks, looks like we're too late, my dear boy. Well, alrighty then. Say, you still got some of that kombucha? Yeah, I do. How's your new life treating you, baby? Managed to adapt yet? How silly of me to ask. You do live here after all. Yes, I do. You look unusual. So you noticed. Thanks. Do you like it, baby? People keep remarking on my looks lately, even more than they used to. You're not much of a talker, are you? Tell me about yourself. I used to pray my father would drop dead. Is that enough? Did you grow up with an abusive father? That's awful. I'm glad it's behind you. Letting go of anger is hard. Forgiveness is even harder. I felt the same, baby. We can talk about it if you want to. And if you let me in, we might even be able to deal with the pain and heal together. We all need some form of comfort these days. A little care. A little affection. Come in. Let's escape from all the horrors of this world together. Just you and me. I'm sure we can distract ourselves with something better than paranoia and endless self-pity. Whoa. You're a visitor, aren't you? Yes, baby. Is there something on your mind? How do you like it here? It's cozy. More than I expected, all things considered. Thanks for letting me in. Thought I might end up on the streets before dawn. And you, how do you feel? Anxious. I get it. These days, making any long-term plans just feels pointless. You never know what'll get you first. The sun, the lunatics, or those visitors. But humanity's already survived plenty of catastrophes. I think we'll leave something of a legacy behind when we're gone. Someone will find traces of us. You'll be okay, baby. Do you ever feel it, baby, the fear I might not be human? Eyes can give away a lot about a person thinks. Kind of inhuman, but I'll allow it. Tell me, baby, what do you think is on my mind right now? Okay. Yes, baby, is there something on your mind? I saw something strange last night. You did? What was it? Your belly was bigger. You mean like I was pregnant or something? It's okay, baby. I'm glad you felt like being upfront with me. Maybe you're just under a lot of pressure. You're responsible for a lot of other people right now. I get it, baby. When every sunrise could be your last, it's hard enough to be responsible for yourself, let alone another. You don't even know if you'll live to see tomorrow. Yeah, it scares me. Takes guts to say out loud, baby. But what can we really do with fear, Can you sit with the idea that life is finite, that we're all gonna die? What matters is where you find your salvation. Does it even exist anymore? You still look the same way. Yes, baby, is something on your mind? I know I saw you pregnant last night. Explain yourself. You're starting to frighten me. Are you really sure you saw something last night? Why didn't you wake me? Is it the fear of death talking again? Or is it the weight of caring for other people? Or maybe it's me, or is someone else haunting your thoughts? But I'm sure I saw something. It hurts to see what is happening to you. But you shouldn't fear death or responsibility, or closeness or anything else. It's all part of being alive, baby. Don't search for all the answers at once. A path is formed by laying one stone at a time, do you understand? It might even help to consider that we don't totally disappear when our time comes. I used to believe in heaven and hell, but now, I'm not so sure. Maybe it's something else entirely. What do you think? I don't know what I think. Are you getting bigger? What? Baby? There's a baby there. There's a baby. It's a little bit weird, senpai. What is going on? You see that child again. But what is it doing over there? Is it devouring a dog? No, they're pressed close to the animal's chest. You stand frozen, unable to move. Why won't it go to its mother? Was she ever truly pregnant? As you ponder this, the world outside fades from view, swallowed whole by thick fog. There's no time for this today, apparently. What was that? You sense a presence nearby. Baby? You saw the child, yes. But that's not what this is about. Something keeps watching you. A choking fog smothers the world, swallowing every sound. Its silence envelops the world like cotton. It sounds like people are whispering. You call out, but the air falls still. Is meeting them a good omen? Is this related to the death cult? Or are they harbingers of disaster? The child stirs in their arms. It can no longer bring light into this world, at least you don't think it can. Is it our salvation or damnation? Panic grips you. The three of them yank the child in opposite directions. You raise your gun and fire blindly, somewhere, anywhere. Did you just kill the prophesized baby? What's happening? What is this? Why is everyone dressed like that? More figures emerge from within the fog. You're the prophet, a woman says. Don't you see? You name the sins of this world. You are our salvation. The child would have led us to a kingdom of horror, a dark temptation. But you will drive the darkness away. I'm the chosen one, and usher the coming of paradise. Your sacrifice will save us all. Her words leave you paralyzed. What is this madness? Whatever they mean, one thing is sure. The child is no longer among the living. Who knows what they'll do to you? You catch a glint of metal nails clutched in a hand among the crowd. Something terrible is about to happen in this town. You're there, yes. The feeling is worse now, strange. It's because of all this destruction. Do you need some help? I've already got all the help I need, I feel weaker. My sight can't reach as far as it did before. It's probably not you, or her. This happened once before at the very beginning. Everything will be fine. Newly grown stalks will break through the ash and reach for the sky. I never understand what you're saying. Goodness, I do not wish to scare you. Simply thinking out loud. Before I came to you, everything felt so clear. Now it's like a fog. You have a basement, yes. Something's there beneath the soil, though I can't quite see what. Why do you need it? Goodness, I can't think clearly. Though in the soil I see one more thing. Don't jump. Not yet. I should rest. Okay, let's start digging. Oh, my hands are dirty. Ho. You're pretty good at digging. Almost like a visitor. Is that enough? What's down here? A miner? Oh, who's there? Thought I heard something. I think. Are you stuck down here? Now what are you doing under my house? What? Speak up! I hear some full of dust in the chute. Can't hear a damn thing. Run to your house. Let's hope it doesn't fall on our heads. What are you looking for? Shelter, damn it, from the goddamn heat. We barely start digging, and what do we hit? A whole tunnel system. No clue who dug it or why. We got an idea, though, that's for sure. We're thinking the visitors use these to move around. Haven't seen anyone yet, so I can't say for sure. But listen, these tunnels ain't even the weirdest part. There's something else. What is it? Something interesting? There's a hole. Something's going on near, too. A real quiet hum. And it never stops. Animals go silent near it. Compasses go nuts. Flashlights can't cut through the dark. One of our guys went in. I stayed up here, just in case he needs a hand. Listen, if you're thinking about coming down here, steer clear of that hole. We tried digging near it and nearly brought this whole place down on our heads. Let's go find this hole. Because it's made for me. Wow, there really is a whole tunnel system. Huh. And there's also footprints, too. Look. That one has no shoes, some have shoes. And it's like a ton of footprints. A lot of dead ends. I think that's never minor. Or is it like all weird? Dunno. Back again, huh? You speaking quieter now, or is it just me going deaf from that hum? Well, spit it out. Are your friends not back yet? Oh, my boys? No, they're fine. One went in deep, but he'll be back. No one knows how to sniff out next to that one. The ever's on the rope. He'll give it a tug when he's ready. Or if something goes south. See, the rope's taut. Means still down there working. We know if something was wrong. Have you looked into the hole yourself? Looked. Sorta. Not really, I guess. We'd love to look, but look, one wrong pull on that rope and it's game over. Got close, back when the boys were still here. But down there it's like staring into the abyss. True nothingness. But man, sometimes when you stand near it, it feels like something calling you. Try it. Just listen. Not that I'm scared, but it pulls at you. If only I could take one more look. Just a little closer. We gotta stick together, okay? So it's gotta be ready to haul the ever back up. Oh, it's open. Well, there is a hole. Ooh. What happens if I go down? Ooh, ho 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 ho. What are you? Cloud? Death. If only those frozen hands could love me. Could you ever manage that? Congratulations. You emerge into an odd space. A hallway stretches before you with a desk at the end. Are you the game developer? Where am I? In these sorrowful lands, everything is cured for winter. Thick walls, thick coats, thick dreams. How lovely that this long night is coming to an end. Daylight is near. Shall I keep hold of your shadow? I can see you want me to. You have no reason to fear. There's nothing left to be afraid of. The road twisted into a slippery knot, then broke apart. Am I dead? Is this the end? Am I dead? What does it truly mean to be dead? Maybe you simply fell asleep and we have found each other within a dream. We are alike in that way. I am the unwanted sibling, the outcast in the family of humanity. What do I do now? Is there nothing else? Of course. This tiny kingdom has swallowed so much sleep. Where do you want to go? To those whose eyes carved marks into your heart. No, you don't want to see them. You're tired. I know where you need to go. To where motif mirrors are plentifully set to lend a sense of abundance. That's what you wanted, isn't it? Peace. Where you are meant to be. Yet, these short roads will soon stretch strangely wide. Long, dusty, and strewn with compromises. Enjoy. Okay. I mean, this is better than before. But isn't this just my house that had been locked in, like, the whole time? Will I be stuck here forever? Is anyone coming? Is anyone here? Loneliness and isolation, huh? Day and night mean nothing here. I don't know how long I've been here. But now, I feel calm. So very calm. It's so very still. There's nothing more to hinder you here. I hear no footsteps, no voices. I feel nothing. I don't remember how I got here. I don't know how to leave. But I don't really want to. I just hope this lasts a little longer. I wonder what it all meant. Why was I allowed in? Will someone come for me? I wish I could meet them again. But that can wait. I'm tired. I'll just rest a while. So, that's all endings. A shot thundered through the milk of the fog, and above the crowd rose wings that reeked of ash. The basement became a universe, windows bricked shut, voices merged with the ticking clock. The sun fades, but torment does not end so gently. The visitors were here all along, a warm breath in the dark, a cool whisper at your back. You will never see the light again, should it ever return. They prayed for the final silence. Perhaps their plea was finally heard. It's quiet out there. They carried you away under sirens, leaving all your memories behind. If only you could return, just to take the poster with you. This moment his shadow crossed the threshold. The house fell silent. Now all that remains of you are the whispers. Everyone you met seemed an enemy. Fear blinded you, and others merely finished what you had already begun. Mushrooms rose from the soil, building foreign cities anew. You hurried, but the doors to their world were already closed. One heavy step across the line and everything you feared loses its weight. Time has vanished, leaving only a coldness that feels like comfort. One trial ended, only for another to begin. Now in the eyes of the crowd, you are the one to be feared. And I'm just going to go through and show every single guest. So, that's it for No, I'm Not a Human. So I'm sure there's some theories that have gone around about what the visitors are and the whole thing. I mean, even within the game itself, they kind of imply it might be more of a parasite than doppelgangers with weird things like that. There was like some fungus overtones, there was like the whole thing with like the bugs in the ears. There was some curious stuff. I do think that there's not necessarily an actual event going on. I think I'm gonna lean towards, yeah, there's kind of something going on, but the main vehicle of the story is that it is a psychological horror. Because everyone, I mean, not necessarily every visitor, but just the core kind of like stories and everything that are going through this, they all really have to do with like a form of nihilism, isolationism, depression. Like, there's some kind of backstory that's alluded to quite a few times about the main character. Like, they are an actual character, they're not just a self-insert. That they did have some issues with family. They inherited this house, but they're not really necessarily happy about it. Like, they had the line that you can get about, like, I wish this place had just burned down. So the depression doesn't just come out of nowhere. They had something going on. But inherently, everything around this game, like the tall, pale visitor, they kind of represent giving in. So he only attacks when you're alone. And I think that's mainly about our protag being kind of isolated. Like, if they're isolated, if they're alone, they don't like make any contact with people, they eventually just get left for their own thoughts, and they're tempted to give in. Because most of the pale man's dialogues really have to do with, like, giving up. Like, why do you keep going? Why do you keep struggling? Why do you keep trying? And if you make it to the end, he's like, then you're ready. And throughout the game, like, you're choosing to let people in or not. Sometimes you get rid of them very violently. But the running theme is the fear of letting people in. So either literally physically in your house or letting them into your lives or whatever. Our main character, I think, has some issues with that due to their depression and what's going on. And some of them are, visitors. They can betray you. They can be bad people. And you may not know it till, like, you've let them into your life. But the core of the game is letting people in. I guess that's the only way you get to the end, is you gotta let some people in. Notably, I think the reason that you have to let the cat in is because a lot of times people who are very lonely, who are going through depression, who are going through a lot, a very common thing is they'll have them, they recommend getting a pet, usually an easier one like a cat, fish, like whatever, something that they can give attention to, they can put affection to, or just occupy their mind. And whenever you feed the cat, no one can die in your house. Doesn't matter how many visitors you let in, no one will die that night as soon as you feed the cat. And there's a big emphasis on letting that cat in, not just for like the gameplay mechanic, but just like I think, like I said, the cat represents a certain level of positivity. They do mention or allude to that the cat keeps death away, both in the gameplay sense and maybe even like the embodiment of death, quite literally. But if you go through the text of all the endings, even the one where you live with everyone, like you don't have any visitors, you live in the end, you're actually disappointed that, oh, I didn't die. That now I'm gonna like go for another year of like life and like maybe I'll hopefully die next time. And like I said, that kind of really shows like the strong theme of nihilism. Like our character always looks at the poster of that famous house. It's an actual photograph. That house on that island that's kind of like fishbowled a little bit. And when you get what I think is thematically supposed to be the final ending that you can get, or are supposed to get anyway, where you go into the hole under your cabin and you meet the embodiment of death itself, and then you're given what you want, which is the isolationism and the peace. It's not necessarily a good ending, but it is what the main character wanted. So from their perspective, that's kind of very framed as a good ending. But the way the text kind of goes in the end, where you're kind of like talking into the void, I feel like there's like a little stinger right there. But yeah, TLDR, the whole story is just psychological horror symbolism for a depressed shut-in, and there is no positive ending for them. Which makes sense in the theme of the game. The whole game is very bleak. When you get past some of like the humor, because there is actual humor throughout the game, and there's little references and stuff like that. It's a very kind of sad, bleak game. And surprisingly actually pretty well written. So it's not just like, oh, the doppelganger's out there. Like, yeah, that's like the cool hook that really probably got people in. But the actual like story, that some of the dialogue when you get from like the actual characters is actually very well written. Not counting like the gag ones anyway. Although the gag ones are funny, so they're well written in like a comedic sense. But overall, I think it's a very good game. I think it did deliver from like all the big hype that came from I'm not even sure it was really a demo. It was technically just a one-shot, and then it became a demo, and then it became, what it is now, because of the popularity that was essentially kicked off by my video. And then I think it's been a bit now. I think it's almost been, almost a year. So I don't fully remember like the exact order of events, but I do know I remember a person, or basically a contact I have, that was connected to Critical Reflex, the publishers. I did specifically mention like, hey, guys, you should go like pick up No, I'm Not a Human. And I remember, I think the dialogue was like, oh no, we were already on it, bro. Like we just watched your video, we're already on it. I'm paraphrasing anyway. Now the game isn't perfect. There was some very bad bugs. Even in the pre-release copy, there were some bugs that really jammed up my progress for the game. After the game came out, some of the patches actually created more bugs that made it very difficult to get all the endings. That's part of the reason why this video has been delayed so many days. The game essentially became uncompletable. But as of the latest patch, I believe they fixed out the vast majority of it. There's probably still some bugs, but it seems the critical ones have been hit. And I think there is some balancing of the gameplay structure. RNG on the most of the guests is, I think, very controversial. And I do agree that I did like the structured specific people were always visitors, specific people were human, because then you could have a little bit of logic to it. But I also do like the randomization too. So like, I think a simple solution on that end was that the ratio of randomized visitors and then the anchor ones. There's about like 5 or 6 anchor people who are always human, like 100% human no matter what. Might be even less, might only be like 4 or 5. I know one's like the daughter, the first guest you get, and then like the man, the fireman. But essentially, with that mechanic, it means outside of a few specific people who are always visitors or just so high of a chance to be a visitor that you just never let them in, you essentially have no incentive to not let people in unless you're in the end game. And this is another point of mine, that the end game essentially is broken. Not in a gameplay bugged out sense, but just as once you get past FEMA again, and then you know the final FEMA, and you know you have nothing but humans in, or at worst maybe one visitor, there is no incentive to like let anyone else in. You're just like, you're done. Just run out the rest of the game. So like the entire mechanic just goes out the window. And then on the final night, if you want to guarantee you don't get the bad ending, then you could theoretically just like wipe out everyone in the cabin just to make double sure that you didn't overlook someone. So I feel like that's a little bit of oversight, gameplay structure-wise. The gameplay loop itself is really good. And the way the game is built, there is quite a bit of length. Like, I put at least like 15 hours into this game. If you don't care about the other endings, obviously it's going to be a shorter run at about like 2 to 3 hours. But like I said, the way the game is structured right now, you essentially don't have much incentive to not let people in. A lot of the logic of who's a visitor, like what dialogues you have in the opening of looking at them from the door, except for a few cases, I think the old lady is almost always a visitor, because I think the logic in that one is like, it's kind of suspicious an old lady walked this far. And there's a couple other ones like that also. But for the most part, the decision if they're a visitor is made once they're inside. And then if you have at least 2 visitors in your house, you will get a kill instantly by the morning. Someone's going to die. Once that initial kill is done, though, I have seen where if you have more than 1 visitor, they won't necessarily kill every night. Like, once that kill is done, they sometimes chill out and relax. And then they'll kill again, like, another night later. But structurally, more of the game and decision-making should have been made at the door before you let them in. Like, there should have been a little bit more of that detective work aspect of, like, you're kind of sus, your story doesn't line up. Even if they're RNG, so let's say the RNG says, alright, this person's a visitor, their story can be, like, a little bit different and weird. And I think there's, like, 1 case of that in the game. Maybe, like, 2. Where there are variations, like, a little bit different on how they talk to you. But once you get them in, most of the logic works fine. Some of it's a little bit randomized, and I think that's part of the difficulty. Not that it's literally random, because I think there's a consistent always tell on if they're a visitor that run. But most of the time, I mean, it's that there's not logic to what the sign they're showing you is. Only certain characters that applies when it should apply on the vast majority of them. So like the stoner guy, he's always a visitor if his eyes are not red. It's like a nice little twist. Similar with the taxi cab driver, if his eyes are not red, he's a visitor. Because his eyes would be red because he drives all night, all the time he has insomnia. I think another one is one of the women who has like a lot of like bad makeup on her face. If her nails aren't painted, she's a visitor. So they do it. Like, that's really cool. I just think like it should be applied to more of the guests. And then them coming in and instantly murdering someone if there's 2 people, I think that should have been a little more randomized. Because that creates too hard of a situation where, like, you let 2 people in, someone dies, but let's say you had everyone 100% confirmed human. Then you instantly, alright, I gotta kill out the 2 people that I just brought in. Bam. But overall, I don't think it, like, ruins the game or anything. It's not perfect. But the whole game is really cool, fairly unique, great art, good experience. But yeah, Anyway, so if you got watching play No I'm Not a Human, I'll see you guys later and take it easy.